gratitude. So is this guy, Neil Pasricha, joins us now. The happiness equation. You know, the key to happiness in a lot of ways is gratitude. But even though we talk about it all the time, I think that a lot of people have a hard time making it an active part of their life. And that's what we want to talk about now. So how do we know that gratitude's important?
Well, if you go back to the research in 2003, Professors Emmons and McCullough did an incredible, interesting study. At the end of each week, they asked 3 groups of students to write down either 5 gratitudes from the week, 5 hassles from the week, or 5 events. 5 things that just happened. After a 10-week period, the folks that had written down the gratitudes were not only happier, they were also physically healthier. You know, so it actually, you know, even just thinking about these things that make you happy makes you a healthier person. So we know gratitudes are good, just like you said, but you know what, Tracy? It is the problem. People are like, I don't have a gratitude journal carrying with me. I'm not like writing stuff down on the subway. Like, it's hard to turn that motivational thing into something I can apply. And so this is why the game I want to share with you guys today and with the audience is called Rose, Rose, Thorn, Bud. My wife introduced it to me. She really wanted me to tell you that. And, and you know, we play it at the end of the night, just before we turn off the light. It's called Rose, Rose, Thorn, Bud. She says a rose from her day, a gratitude, something that went well. I say one back. She says another rose. Another thing that went well, I say one back. She says a thorn. Watch out. This is something that didn't go well. It's a little prickly.
That hurt.
It's a little prickly. But if you don't say it, then you think about it all night. So it's important to have the compassion and empathy of your partner to sort of hear that from you and say, that's tough. Because then you close off with the bud, which is something you're looking forward to. Something you're looking forward to. It could be tomorrow, could be next month, next year, whatever. Sailing, you know, paddling the canoe next summer. It doesn't matter what. But by doing that exercise of rose, rose, thorn, bud, you get 4 gratitudes in. And as long as the thorn doesn't turn into a 45-minute argument, it's a quick 2-minute exercise to get some gratitudes, and you only need 5 a week. So this is a simple exercise to get people to play.
And you guys do that before bedtime. So it's your little recap.
Yeah, it's a little recap. You know, I was giving a speech about this one time, and a woman put up her hand, and she said, you know what? I've got a bit of a grouchy husband. I've got 3 teenage boys. Sometimes there's some bickering at the kitchen table.
Sometimes.
So I slam my fist, send the forks flying off the table, and I say, everyone go around the table right now and say one good thing about your day. She's like, we call it a sweet and sour. Just to get the boys to play, we call it sweet and sour. You say something that was sweet from your day, something that was sour. It's another little example of how you can work and sow gratitudes into your life.
So we started doing gratitude roundtable. That's what we do. So we sit down, and some days are tense because people are angry about whatever. My daughter didn't sleep enough and she's in a bad mood. So somebody will call out gratitude roundtable, and then we all have to go around and say something that we're grateful for. And I mean, the spectrum is huge. It can be anything from, I like that Daddy prepared this dinner, to I'm so happy Grandpa's alive. So it can be really deep, or it can be really light. It can be, you know,
small, popping bubble wrap.
Anything.
Getting a free sample at Cobb's, whatever.
Or I'm so excited for what's going to be for breakfast tomorrow. Like, I don't know. It can be anything, but I think it's a good muscle to start flexing.
It is. And you know what's one thing that also came out of the research that I hear in your answers, Tracy, is that the more specific the gratitude is, the better. People have a tendency to say, my wife, my job, I'm alive. The next day, my wife, my job, I'm alive. The next day, my wife, my job, I'm alive. That's not doing it. You've got to work the muscle of actually searching through your day, trying to pick something out and labeling it.
Get specific.
Exactly. The more specific, the better. And that is what actually makes it work.
Okay, so you're stringing all of these gratitude moments together, and that helps to make a happier life in the end. Once you've made it a practice, is there anything you do to take it to the next level?
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of what I call the 3 happiness exercises. I challenge people to do one for 20 minutes a day for 20 days in a row, okay? So gratitudes is one. Another one, I was just talking about this, is journaling. Okay, if you aren't with a partner, or you still want to record something positive, you simply write down a little story in an empty book, and if you do it in a certain time of the day or with a special pen, it's a practice. And the third rule I'll give you, helps clear the mind, and it's proven on happiness, is a 20-minute nature walk. A 20-minute nature walk. It has to be through nature. Science doesn't actually know why, but a walk through a forest is better than a mall, people, okay? Okay, that's important. And the studies actually show that outperforms both antidepressants and the combination of nature walking and antidepressants. Just the nature walks alone outperform. I've given you 3 because Rose, Rose, Thorn, Bud is an element of gratitude, but if you're on your own or you want something different, a nature walk, a nature walk or journaling practice can also do the job.
I love that you considered that, because it's true, not everybody has a partner to bounce things off of. This whole idea of a nature walk, I mean, it's almost sad that you have to put that into your daily schedule to do a nature walk.
Yeah.
And for those of the viewers that live in the country or rural areas outside of the city, it's probably woven into their daily life. But there's something about it, and I even heard going further, taking your shoes off. So going barefoot, I know you don't want to do that if you live in an urban center, but if you're close to a beautiful park or a forest, they say it really grounds you, and it does something to your physical and emotional health.
Absolutely.
It's really important for you.
Absolutely, absolutely is.
Okay, so be grateful, everyone. Neil, thank you so much for that.